Hello and welcome to the classic Hollywood movie you should know. I'm Nate Washburn. This week the movie is from 1941, The Lady Eve, starring Barbara Stanwyck and Henry Fonda, written and directed by Preston Sturges. So The Lady Eve is a screwball comedy, it's a romantic comedy, and what a screwball comedy basically means is there's fast-paced, witty dialogue, there's a battle of the sexes, and typically the female character is the one who is driving the story. And The Lady Eve is a perfect example of that. Now, a quick summary of the plot. Barbara Stanwyck plays Jean Harrington. She is this beautiful con artist. She's partnered with her father, and what they do is they basically travel the world. They take these luxury cruises and they scam rich people out of their money. She sets her sights on Charles Pike, played by Henry Fonda. He is the heir to this ale fortune, Pike's Ale, the ale that won Yale. And he's a snake expert. He's just returning from the Amazon. He hasn't seen a woman in a year. All these beautiful women on this yacht have their eyes on him, yet he becomes entangled with Jean. Of course, during the scam, Jean falls in love with Pike. She calls him Hopsy. And he discovers that she is a con artist, breaks off their engagement, and breaks her heart. Now here's where the movie gets really, really interesting. This happens about halfway through the film. Jean disguises herself now as the Lady Eve Sidwich, this British aristocrat. She gets welcomed into upper crust Connecticut society as just a ploy to win Charles back and to mess with him and to get revenge for him breaking her heart. And it leads to just this wild, hilarious climax. And the performances of Barbara Stanwyck and Henry Fonda are superb. They shine in this movie. And one scene in particular really shows off the comedic chops of both Henry Fonda and Barbara Stanwyck. In it, she's afraid of a snake. Charles, of course, being a snake expert, he travels with snakes. She runs to her room. She's like laying on this couch. He's on the floor, and she's sort of like holding him, trying to like steady herself because she's afraid. They have this conversation about what their ideal mate would be like in life, and it's just this long scene. It's sexy, it's well written, it's funny, just like this movie as a whole. And I really want to highlight Barbara Stanwyck in this film. Barbara Stanwyck is one of the greatest actresses from this period. However, she's not really brought up in sort of conversations about like the greatest actresses of all time, which I think is really a shame. And she's a bit of an outlier for this era because she could work in any style, from a straight up comedy, a screwball comedy like this film, to a weepy drama like Stella Dallas, or even a film noir like Double Indemnity. And she's so good in each type of film. She was comfortable working in any medium, and that just goes to show how good of an actress she was. So she was nominated for an Oscar 4 times. She never won a competitive Oscar, but she did get a Lifetime Achievement Award in 1981. In a way, she's kind of like the female version of Cary Grant, who she was so good throughout her career. She could work in any medium. She never won a competitive Oscar. And like Grant, if the film has Barbara Stanwyck in it, it's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be worth watching. You honestly can't go wrong with a Barbara Stanwyck film. Now, The Lady Eve was a big hit for Paramount. It got great reviews, great audience reactions. It currently holds a 100% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And for Oscars, it got nominated for one Oscar for Best Original Screenplay, but it lost. So a little trivia about The Lady Eve. I'm not sure how true this story is, whether it's apocryphal, but a lot of Hollywood historians report it, that Preston Sturges, who wrote and directed this film, he was a bit of a bon vivant. He had a bit of a crazy life. He was married 4 times, just outrageous lifestyle. He came up with a lot of the ideas for this film, for the comedic bits, because he once ran into an ex-wife of his and did not recognize her. And hence the whole idea to have Jean dress up and play this other character, the Lady Eve, and have Pike, Hopsy, not recognize, not realize that it's her. That's from Preston Sturges' own life. So if you are a fan of romantic comedies, if you're looking for a bit of an escapist film, if you're looking just for a good laugh, check out The Lady Eve from 1941. It's so well done, the performances are great, and it's this week's classic Hollywood movie you should know. I'm Nate Washburn. Keep watching.